What's going on, y'all? What it is? So let's go ahead and slide on these topics, and the first thing I want to discuss is this situation that's going down between Skai Jackson and her boyfriend DeAndre Burgeon, and some guy that has come out stating that Skai's boyfriend needs to come out and tell the truth about the true nature of their relationship. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with who Skai Jackson is, she is best known for playing Zuri Ross in the Disney Channel sitcom called Jessie from 2011 to 2015. Now, Skai has also made cameos in films such as The Rebound in 2009, The Smurfs in 2011, and she also had voice roles in the Marvel Rising franchise from 2018 to 2019, and that's just to name a few. But anyway, just a couple of days ago, there were some disparaging remarks that came from DeAndre Burgeon's account on Facebook, and he said that he was hacked and that he didn't make these disparaging remarks as it pertains to Skai Jackson being preggo with his child. And so it was very filthy and very dirty. A lot of people feel that he's lying, that his account was not hacked, and that he said those things about Skai. So what I want to do right now is play you guys some clips discussing this matter, and I'm also going to play the clip of this guy that has recently come out stating that Skai's boyfriend and him have something going on. I guess this dude is tired of being a little secret.
Skai Jackson's boyfriend had a lot to say about her on Facebook. Now, this post is no longer available because it's been deleted because allegedly his page was hacked and he didn't post this. Allegedly. And the reason I'm saying heavy on the allegedly is because people do not believe that he didn't post this. But hey, look, he might have actually gotten hacked. Now, the post says, on WAP, I'm salty that I got this dumbass Disney Channel B word pregnant. I hate this hoe. Now, the reason people aren't believing that he was hacked is because they've seen Skai and her boyfriend arguing numerous of times. I mean, she almost got arrested a while back for arguing with this man. There's pictures and images of her crying while talking to this man. So people don't believe it. Also, someone pointed out that even the emoji matches his skin complexion. Whoever the hacker was who allegedly hacked his Facebook page really was paying attention to every detail in this post. But honestly, this is crazy. If he really did say this, it's insane. And if he really was hacked, then y'all, he was just hacked. He didn't do nothing wrong. If he was hacked, he didn't do nothing wrong, let's be clear. But what do you guys think? Do you think his page was hacked or not?
I've been doing my best to stay out of this little girl's business, but apparently she's famous as hell, and she keeps popping up on my damn timeline. Skai Jackson is apparently pregnant by the most YN of YNs. You know, he's a gang member. He has 3 other baby mamas. She's a proud 4th baby mama. And I think this really speaks to a cultural problem, don't you? This was the little girl who did this.
Stuck on Band-Aid breasts.
Stuck on Band-Aid breasts. Ain't that just adorable little girl?
One finger's toes and knees.
Grew up to be infatuated with YNs.
Y'all, so I can't just sit and keep being quiet no more. Skai Jackson baby daddy need to go ahead and tell the truth about what me and him got going on. Like, you going on live trying to do all this about her, but you need to tell her why you doing all that and who you really like and who you really want to be with. Like, I don't got no issues with Skai Jackson. I don't want no beef, and I've been quiet for so long, and he's telling me don't text her, don't DM her anything about, like, what we got going on or what we had going on. But it's like, this too much. Like, you stop paying, so now I'm finna start playing. I'm finna start running my mouth. And I get she had a baby, and she's coming out to the world that she's pregnant now, but he needs to really come out and tell the truth before I do. And this is the last time I'm going to let everybody know before I show all the videos and pictures and all that stuff when I was up at your house. But you're such a gangbanger. Like, tell them all the stuff we do. And Skai Jackson, if you see this, don't try to overdo too much because it's normal. Everybody likes what they like. So you can't be the one that try to make that decision for him if he knows what he likes. But yeah, I'm about to post everything.
It's too much.
Alright, so you guys just heard all of that, and I'm just going to keep it real like I always do. I just feel like Skai Jackson should be ashamed of herself for getting pregnant by this low vibrational bum. You know, I personally feel that the writing should have been on the wall, and Skai didn't need a pair of prescription glasses to see that this is not the right guy to lay down with and have a baby with. I just feel like a bit of common sense should have knocked at her door and conveyed to her that this is not the right guy to take it there with. This guy already has 3 to 4 baby moms. You already know that his top priority is not taking care of his children, because if that were the case, he wouldn't be affiliated with any gangs and he wouldn't be in and out of jail. Now, as far as this dude exposing Skai's boyfriend for having a relationship with him on the down low, listen, in this particular case, I like a little messy, but I thought this was inappropriate given the fact that Skai is pregnant and you don't want to stress her out. And on top of that, it's like, yo, you're trying to expose him for being on the DL, but you look crazy than a mofo too, because if you know that he was dealing with Skai and you know that Skai is pregnant, right? It's no big secret. Why would you be dealing with him in the first place? And even if he wasn't dealing with Skai, if he had a girlfriend or a boyfriend, whatever the case may be, whatever he likes, why would you be dealing with him? Oh, I forgot you said that he stopped paying, so you're gonna stop playing and expose him. So this was all rooted because you're not making money off of him anymore. I just think this was just a poor choice. I think this was tasteless, and this is just true niglet behavior if I'm being honest. Now, don't get my words twisted. I'm not saying that Skai doesn't have a right to know. I just think it was the wrong time. I think that he should have waited until Skai had the child and then came to her with the information. You know what I'm saying? To protect her nerves, her stress, and things like that, because you want Skai to have a healthy baby. That's just my personal opinion. But anyway, let's move along because I want to talk about this situation that's going down between Gucci Mane and his ex-girlfriend, Mac Breezy. Now, Mac Breezy's real name is Lavonica Greer, and they were together in the early 2000s and they made a song together or two, and now she's coming out. She's been on a tear on social media lately saying that she feels robbed by Gucci. She talked about the fact that he's laid hands on her on a multitude of times, and there was a video that was floating around where Gucci Mane did put paws on her for the whole wide world to see. Now, here recently, she just did a video claiming that the Gucci Mane now is actually a clone and that the real Gucci Mane passed away in prison years ago. And as soon as she said that, her boyfriend called those people on her current boyfriend, and basically they're trying to get her some help psychologically. And one thing that was incredibly sad is that when they were picking her up, she said to him, "If you love me, why haven't you been intimate with me in 4 years?" And you could see the police officer saying, "Hey, that's too much information. We're not here for that, blah, blah, blah." But it just seems like she's going through something mentally and spiritually. So what I want to do right now is play you guys these clips, and I'll be back.
Due to unpaid royalties, she wants to get rid of him permanently.
As soon as I see a Gucci Mane, on God, on my soul, I flat in broad daylight. Drop the location. Where the next show it? Yeah, I bet y'all flat. But listen.
Breezy believes she's owed 2 decades of unpaid royalties. The people are beginning to ask questions. Where's all of this stemming from? On November 4th, Matt claimed that she worked on several Gucci Mane albums over the years and has yet to be financially compensated for said work. She claims that the work she did dates back 2 decades. According to Mac Breezy, she signed to Gucci in 2005 when she was just 17 years of age. She was the first artist signed to Gucci's record label. She also alleged that she worked on Gucci's debut studio album, Trap House, and how she would love to get paid for her writing credits.
So let me just clear something up real quick. I know it looks crazy. Let me just set the record straight. This is not a clout chase. Like, come on, let's be real. If you know, you know. The whole thing that sparked, that initiated all this is when I did the show recently at Center Stage with all the Atlanta artists, of course, I performed. Y'all know the records. And go ahead. Alright, so the next day, as I'm trying to post my performances on Instagram and Facebook and everything, Instagram keep blocking and muting and taking down my videos saying I don't own the rights. Y'all, this shit pisses me off. Because I could post any other artist, not a problem. I could post anything else, but when it comes to songs that I'm actually on, that I contributed to, I can't even use. Like, if I want to do a show and go post it on my YouTube channel, I can't even do that. And see, that's an issue. Like, we okay, y'all, so you know what this man owe me. But at the end of the day, I ain't never wanted to sue nobody. I ain't never want to have to go through all that. You feel me? But I'm going to do what I got to do because at bottom line, at the end of the day, Crime Mob just got to celebrate their 20-year anniversary. Guess what? Go Ahead came out in 2005. Guess what? Came out in 2007. It is 2024. And these records, we're going in 2025, and these records are still in rotation and still getting spent to this day. Radio, airplay, streaming, in the club, no matter where you go, people is still playing these records that I am a part of and that I wrote on. Okay? So that is my frustration and that is my issue. And I'm not finna keep holding my breath and wait on somebody to do the right thing and come around. I'm not gonna wait on that no more. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to have to sue, but I gotta do what I gotta do at some point because it's been 20 years, 20 plus years, and I still have not made one record. So this personal, this is business. So all y'all talking about I'm clout chasing and I'm obsessed and this and that. I'm a married woman.
It's not the real Gucci. Gucci probably, I think they kept him in prison because they was calling me, like every time Gucci locked up, like all his nurses, because every time Gucci get locked up, they put him on the mental floor, because we both got bipolar and schizophrenic and shit. So anytime any one of us get locked up, they don't put us in the general population. They take us to the mental floor. And when they take him on the mental floor, like all the nurses and be giving him the phone, they just let him have his way. That parading around out here, that ain't the real Gucci, man. So it's some weird going on out here. Like, I don't know if the clones, I don't put it past like nobody. I'm sure they got the technology to do that, but that's not the real Gucci.
Breezy husband calls an ambulance to have her escorted to a medical facility.
If you love me, why haven't you had sex with me in over 4 years?
And we can't be about it. Yeah, that's all right. Private.
They trying to 13 me.
Jesus is real, Jason. Please believe in Jesus. I'm not crazy. I am really Gucci Mane wife. I really am Gucci Mane wife. I prove it to you time and time again. If you love me, just leave me alone and give me a divorce. Hey, I need my Jesus rag before we pull.
Calm down.
I'm not gonna come until I get my Jesus rag. Now, can we get my Jesus rag? Then I keep going. Where's my Jesus? See, they're taking my Jesus rag. See? Where's my Jesus rag? I'm not going nowhere. We're gonna keep doing this. Y'all need to stop making that demonic music, because I done went to hell. Look at the stuff on my face. Who put the clown on my face?
All right, so you guys just saw and heard all of that, and honestly, I'm just praying for her situation, because obviously she's not all there. You're standing in front of your husband saying that you are really married to Gucci. There's something wrong. Now, I will say this, when I was living in Atlanta back in 2005, I used to hang on the east side, Boulder Crest Road and things of that nature, Sunset Valley apartments and things like that. And you will see a lot of people out there. I've seen Gucci out there before. I've seen OJ the Juice Man out there. But I did hear some people say out there that she was responsible for writing some of Gucci's songs. Now, I don't know if that means that he owes her money. I don't know if he gave her money for writing those songs, or even if it's true at all. But you did hear things about her being a big part of his career back in the early 2000s. Now, the last thing I want to say about this situation is that as a community, we can be harsh towards one another, even if we're going through a tough time, because whoever put that clown on her face at the end of that video, that was so disrespectful. And then you had people in the comments saying, well, if that's Gucci's clone, then he doesn't owe you any money. And I just think that as a community, we should just be a little bit more uplifting towards one another and not make everything out to be a joke, okay? So let's move along, and I want to talk about Denzel Washington, because he just recently admitted that while filming The Gladiator 2, he actually kissed a man, and it has social media in an uproar. Given the fact that he actually admitted this, I want you guys to check out these clips, and I'll be back.
I actually kissed a man in the film, but they took it. They cut it. I think they got chicken.
I loved the film. I wore rings and inspired by your character.
Yeah, I see you got all 10 fingers. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Denzel Washington says Fruitcake Gladiator 2 kiss was cut. I kissed the guy full on the lips, and I guess they weren't ready for that yet. What the hell cuz trying to do? Ruin his career? His legacy right here at the end? He just posted that he got like 5 more movies that he about to do, and that's gonna end his career out. He retired. And right at the end of a crazy legacy and a crazy run, they want to set you up to do some bullshit. I don't even agree with this shit. Who is just starting out and trying to get a bag, and you go against your morals and your true self to do some shit like this. But it would be arguable. Not with me, but I'm saying the motherfucker get out of the hood. He did it for the scene, for the movie. But this guy already got $250 million to his name. Don't need to do another movie. And you gonna damn kiss another. I said I don't give a damn how much y'all paying for this movie. I don't care what y'all got going on. I ain't doing no shit like that. Even just starting out, I wouldn't do no shit like that. But just saying, like, this acting like he trying to make it, trying to prove a point. Man, you done proved everything you need to prove, son. You did not have to do no shit like that. And then they played you. Ain't even need it. Just kind of like with your head for real. Like, nah, that ain't cool.
So I just seen this post floating around IG where supposedly Denzel Washington posted to let us know that in the movie The Gladiator, he really did kiss a guy for the kiss of death scene, but they took that part out apparently because they felt like people wasn't ready to see that. And it's like, all right, about time somebody made a good decision around here. We don't want to see that. You would not mess up a generational crush. Do you understand? My grandmother loves you. She would have autographed her panties personally, still will to this day. Okay, let me paint another picture. My brother is named after you, Denzel. It's not even your child. Mother never met you. Okay? No, we don't want to. We don't want to see that. And I'm pretty sure you kept it masculine, but hell no, I never want to see the director's cut personally.
Denzel Washington revealed that he had a kiss with a man on Gladiator 2 that was cut from the camera. And I, for one, am glad that it was cut from the movie. But no, not for the reason you think. I have no problem with two men kissing. I don't really care. I have no problem with that in real life or in movies. However, the reason I'm happy that it didn't happen was because I would have had to sit here and listen to a number of you conspiracy theories, dudes who would have been running around, and women who have been running around saying, oh, look, the Hollywood agenda. They even finally got Denzel right on the way out. He was in a lifelong contract or whatever it was they would have made up. So I, for one, I'm glad that did not happen. Denzel said, I kissed a man on film, but they took it out. They cut it. I think they got chicken. I kissed a guy full on the lips, and I guess they weren't ready for that. Listen, if you know anything about the Roman Empire, movies, books, or just period in life, history, whatever we've read, we know that the Romans were into some kinky stuff, all right? Outside of just things like this, kissing people at the same time, they did some very odd stuff. So the portrayal would have been actually very accurate. Now, earlier I told you I did not want to hear the whole tips. But I'm also not saying that people don't have a gender. Companies don't have agendas. But however, I would have had to sit here and instead of being realistic about what the Roman Empire was and taking the movie for what it should have been, we'd have been getting think pieces all day. So, I'm glad it didn't happen. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that. Now, I don't know why Denzel felt the need to actually give up that information because we would have never known unless somebody else came and talked about it years later. But the fact that he was so forthcoming and willing to tell us about what he did in his film and it didn't actually get put in the film, I think he really doesn't care anymore because he's on his way out the door. He has about 5 more movies to do and his career is done. He's going to ride off into the sunset with a highly decorated and successful career. But I want to know from you guys, if this did make it into the movie, would you guys counsel him as far as like what you feel about everything and all the material that he's done over the years, or would his legacy remain the same? As for me, I could really give two, you know what? It's his mouth and his choice. But anyway, I'm gonna let this go right here. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about everything that was discussed in this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll get with you guys later. Peace.